YouTube back with another reaction. Like, comment, sub. Let me know what y'all want to react to in the next video. Let's get into this.
You know how I get down, bro. Don't play with me about my child. I'll make y'all move.
So he was threatening at the door to like blow my house up.
Okay.
Whoever lives here, I'll make all you move about my kid. I'll blow you to the next street, man.
Whoa, boy.
Florida deputies respond when a 911 call reports multiple explosions in a West Palm Beach neighborhood. But what begins as a routine emergency dispatch quickly takes a turn as investigators uncover a deeper conflict and a neighborhood feud that may have finally reached its breaking point.
What the is that?
The following report is based on official police records, and most of the footage has never been seen before until now. Please note that all persons charged with a crime are presumed innocent unless and until proven guilty in a court of law.
911, where is the location of your emergency?
It's not an emergency.
Okay.
Well, I don't know. I just walked out front and my windshield smashed, and all I can see from my camera is what looks like fire and explosion.
Moments later, deputies arrive on scene.
You might be able to see stuff that I can't see. Like I said, I don't have a flashlight. You can smell the gas from right here. And then when you get here, you look up
What the fuck did y'all do to that man and his fucking kids, boy?
here, see the bag.
Been trying to blow
She
y'all
hasn't seen it. No, she's coming. She hasn't seen this. All this. There's more over here. There's this piece right here. Whatever this is, looks like a pipe bomb. Then it blows over here on my truck. And then if you look over here, there's a bullet hole.
Yeah, I'm trying to get this rig. I got a rig camera and shit. I'm trying to get it right.
Side,
Better light
smell the
and
gas?
shit.
Yeah. On this side here, I don't know what this is, but I know it wasn't here yesterday. I don't know what this is, what it came from, but it's like all over my tire of my truck.
Ross guides the officer through the extensive damage and debris left behind by the explosion. But with only flashlights to illuminate the scene, the full extent won't be clear until daylight.
So they just put it right there and explode
They
it.
had to have thrown it, because if they would put it there, that camera and that camera would have picked them up.
Was this windshield broken before?
No, all this just happened.
No.
And you have video?
You can't see anything on video.
No?
No, it's all like, she's got it on her thing.
I'm scared to throw this dude.
At approximately 3 a.m., Tiffany's porch surveillance captures the first explosion. Before the blast, a faint sound can be heard, something being thrown, striking an object, and then a sudden detonation.
Nigga made a motherfucking homemade grenade.
However, it isn't until 3:40 a.m. when Tiffany and Ross wake to the sound of two more explosions.
What the fuck?
Thick smoke.
Ah, hell nah. We would have been man. I would have came out that bitch blowing.
Moments later, emerging from the haze, searching for the source of the smoke. As investigators review the footage, the reality of what happened begins to sink in.
What the is that?
What the footage doesn't capture is who's responsible for the explosion. But the victims have their own theories, pointing to an altercation just 2 weeks earlier that may have set everything in motion.
Yeah, who would be doing this?
The neighbor, maybe. We kind of have a problem with the neighbor right now.
What's the neighbor's name?
Derek. I had to call the cops last week. Kids got into an argument and he was banging on the front door, wouldn't leave the door alone, and then threatened to blow my house up.
As the early morning sun rises, more investigators arrive and begin documenting the scene, revealing the full extent of the damage. Cracks stretch across the SUV's windshield, along with bits and pieces of debris scattered across the front half of the vehicle. Nearby, one of the truck's passenger windows was pierced by a small projectile, shattering it, and a strange brown powder was found covering one of its tires. Detectives also located a clear plastic bottle lodged under the truck. Scattered across the ground and throughout the yard, Investigators also found remains of fireworks from the brand World Class Fireworks. Around 6 a.m., investigators attempt to make contact with Derek Shealy at the residence Ross and Tiffany mentioned, but no one answers the door. However, 6 hours later, they're approached by Derek's wife, Sheila Gomez, who has questions of her own.
What's going on?
So, your neighbors had something blow up in their front yard.
Okay, that was the boom that we heard last night.
Yeah. Where is Derek now?
I don't know. He's probably at work somewhere.
Well,
Do you guys want to see if Derek is inside?
yeah, we will.
Is that the thing?
Yeah.
Oh, okay, yeah, you guys can come here and see this.
Okay, tell you what, hold on 1 second for me.
Okay, that's no problem because he doesn't live here.
Yeah, no problem.
We were all up late last night. We all heard the boom. We all came out here to see what was going on. And Derek actually and my daughter, they came out here to ask everybody if they were okay.
Ah, she
and
lying.
They said they were okay.
Okay. I guess Derek has had some ongoing problems with the folks whose car got blown up this morning.
He had one argument weeks ago.
Okay. Based on that, based on evidence that we found at the scene, there is a search warrant being requested right now to search and make sure that there is no evidence of any explosive devices in there.
Oh my God.
Okay?
With the warrant finally cleared, officers and investigators move in, beginning their search of the house and surrounding property. Canine units are called in to assist, searching for any hidden clues. Inside the house, investigators discover the same brown powder found on Ross's truck tire, resting on the lid of the trash can. When they open it, they find numerous pieces of consumer pyrotechnic packaging. Among the debris, they also find a plastic water bottle wrapper, matching the one found under Ross's truck. The K9 units were alerted to a cabinet in the garage where more fireworks were found, including the same world-class fireworks brand.
Ah, yeah. Nigga, y'all leave all the
On
evidence
December
behind,
18,
bro.
2024, a warrant for Derek Shealy's arrest was signed, charging him with possession of a destructive device resulting in property damage. Later that evening, Shealy was arrested by the Okeechobee Police Department at approximately 6 p.m. Just 1 day later, on December 19th, investigators made contact with Shealy at the Palm Beach County Jail, where they conducted an interview.
What do you know about my area? So they said something about a explosive device and the destruction of property. Gotcha. You familiar with the incident that brought all this on? I'm kind of
He look like the nigga that'll do some shit like that, no lie, y'all.
but I don't understand why I'm here for this.
What do you know of the incident?
I just know some loud noise.
Motherfucking back hurt.
A house next door to where I was at, and that was the last time I heard about it. But this whole thing, it blows me because when it comes to that neighborhood, I hear about everybody in that neighborhood. Can't nobody in that neighborhood say one bad thing about me. Not to my face.
Yeah.
Like that.
As Derek claims to have been a helpful neighbor, the victims offer their own account, detailing a more recent conflict with him that they believe triggered the explosion.
What was the altercation about, if you don't mind me asking?
Oh, it was just something with the kids.
He said his kids got into it with our boys.
Okay.
They were picking on her son. She got mad, came outside, told their kids, hey, if you don't got nothing nice to say, leave my kids alone, stay the out of our yard, stay the on our porch when we're chewing cuss, when we're not home.
Okay.
That's what it is. She came back in the house. I'm getting ready to leave. The girl's out there running her mouth, talking about her, but she's not outside. I don't pay no attention. I leave. 30 minutes after I'm gone, he comes over here banging on the door.
So he was threatening at the door to like blow my house up.
Okay.
Oh, so he did that sucker shit with
Investigators
bro left.
questioned
Why you ain't
Derek
do that
about
when
the
he was
altercation
there?
between the children that led to him visiting the victim's house on July 7th.
And then my wife called me hysterical, you know, like, what are you talking about? I'm down the street. So I went, knocked on the door. I was like, hey, come outside and talk to you, Tiffany. She like, no, I ain't coming outside. Get the on my property. I'm like, I'm trying to understand what happened with you and my daughter. Oh, I ain't got this stuff. I'm calling the police. I'm like, man, listen, all I'm trying to do is figure out what happened. And listen, just when it comes to my kids, you got a problem with my kids as an adult, come to me. don't step on young daughter and treat her like she's an older person. And then left it at that.
Derek's recount of events paints
No,
a
you
far
didn't,
more
Derek.
civil dispute.
Derek,
This,
no, you
however,
didn't, bro.
contrasts with what the investigators have already seen firsthand, thanks to Tiffany's surveillance footage.
I'm not opening the door.
What happened with my daughter?
I have no idea what happened to your daughter.
My daughter said you called her a in a and some.
Oh, that's hilarious. Maybe you should look at your parents.
I just looked at my cameras. My son, your son playing with water, and he came and my daughter.
Okay, Daryl, that has nothing to do with them. A grown woman, I do not.
Yeah, a grown woman that just cussed out child. Man, you know I get down, bro. Don't play with me about my child. I'll make y'all move. Don't play with me about my child. Don't give a fuck whoever the live here. I'll make all you move about my kids. I'll throw this to the next street.
When
Dumbass
investigators
nigga.
confront Derek with the footage, his silence speaks volumes.
Volume.
I don't call.
Yeah, you do. Bitch, that's you. It's you, Derek.
Derek also claims the fireworks they found in the house were leftovers from last year's 4th of July. However, detectives uncovered multiple receipts showing firework purchases made throughout the year. One receipt in particular stands out, showing his wife purchasing fireworks on July 4th, 2024, just 19 days before the explosion on July 23rd. While the fireworks receipts raise questions,
July 4th,
investigators
that's
confront
the
Derek with the
motherfucking
most critical
holiday.
piece of
That's 4th of
evidence.
July.
Additionally, we have your DNA on parts of the devices that were used.
Man, baby, yo, just take your lick, man. Ain't he? All right, yup, I did it. Let's go, bro. I ain't finna do all this with y'all, bro. Y'all already called me. Fuck.
That can't be possible.
Bet you act like you done murdered somebody
There's
out this bitch.
no messing this up. Like, they go through processes. They ran it. You're already in our system. We know. Yeah, you're in the system. It's your DNA on it. So I'm telling you this, Derek, because
That can't be possible.
okay, this is a straightforward case.
Yeah.
You made threats. We found the stuff in your house. The same fuse is used, and to top it off, your DNA is on the devices. It's nobody else.
It can't be possible.
This
This is
nigga
your
dirty.
chance now to come clean, Derek. I mean,
It's possible, dude.
Clean about what?
that you were the one that put together these devices.
I can't sit here and tell you a lie.
Okay, that's
Did you shut somebody else out from the camera? Put what together?
These were underneath Red's truck. Okay? Pipe on the baby and that.
Never seen one of them in my life. Honestly.
He tried to
Derek
blow the truck
steadfastly
up.
denies any involvement in the crime. As the pressure mounts, he ultimately requests a lawyer and decides to end the
You got a
interrogation.
lawyer for this, man.
After
You
the
did it,
interrogation,
man.
Derek makes multiple phone calls from jail to his wife on a recorded line. In one call, he expresses an alarming thought, saying, "The only way I can get out of this is if I throw my son under the bus," and that Sheely Jr. would only get a slap on the wrist. Investigators approach Gomez in a later interview to confront her about these comments.
You know, I don't know if you've had a chance to talk to Derek much since he's been incarcerated.
Nigga, what? Oh, sorry ass nigga. You ready to tell your own son, bro? You niggas be pussy, but this ain't even shit. What are we doing?
You know, unfortunately now our DNA tests have come back, and so they've indicated that Derek is one of the profiles that we recovered on that device. However, there is a second profile on that device too. So we're trying to narrow down, you know, who else might have handled this thing, you know, who else might have been involved with it. Or my concern is that, you know, Derek might think that it would be easier to have somebody else take the fall for this as opposed to him. Particularly things like your son.
No, that's not gonna happen.
Yeah. Has he mentioned that?
No. He said something about that he was questioned about it.
Yeah.
And was it with you?
Mm-hmm.
And then that you asked him, was it you? Was it your son?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
And that was the end of it?
Yeah.
Okay.
This is just not my problem. Not my problem. You know? Whoever's DNA is on that, that's on them. I have nothing to do with any of that.
After his arrest on December 18th, 2024, Derek Shealy was denied bond and charged with possession of a destructive device resulting in property damage. He's pleaded not guilty, and his next court hearing is scheduled for April 29th, 2025. As the case continues to unfold, the full extent of Shealy's involvement in the explosion remains to be determined.
This nigga fried, bro. You was ready to tell your own son for some small, petty little shit. Nigga, you, like, come on, bro. Watch you got kids, bro. Nigga ready to give up their own kid for some sucker shit, man. Like, comment, sub. We out of here, y'all.